Okay, so I'm a Christian, born and raised, so obviously I am okay with a prayer, even before a big meeting. So you let me know what you think about this exchange. God bless you and your loved one.
From the very beginning, when the Puritans touched ground in the New World, prayer has been the bedrock of this nation. The First Continental Congress relied heavily on prayer to move forward in their deliberations and bring unity in writing our Constitution. Today, our U.S. Congress begins each opening day with an invocation before reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Many state governments, as well as municipalities, also begin their meetings with an invocation. We have a National Day of Prayer. We have In God We Trust on our money, and we pledge allegiance to one nation under God. The Supreme Court has ruled on 2 separate occasions that an invocation does not violate the Establishment Clause in our Constitution, and having an invocation is a time-honored tradition of our country. For these reasons and more, I respectfully make a motion to include an invocation to our agenda and meetings moving forward. I also ask this to be forwarded to the Policy Committee to write guidelines that may be voted on by this board.
Okay, in order to have a discussion, we would need a second to that motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, so we do have a motion and a second. So we will open that up to discussions. Anyone? Pam?
So I tried to get this off the agenda today because I just think we have bigger fish to fry. I don't understand why this needs to be discussed or why we need to bring it to a policy committee. And if you looked at our audience, they don't look like us. They look like this community. We are diverse. We come from 92 countries. We speak 67 languages. If you put prayer at the beginning of this meeting, I don't think that's a welcoming sign to the people who are in this room tonight. There are people in this room that don't practice the faith that the people on this board practice. And so this, to me, is very disturbing because I think it sends the wrong message that we're trying to communicate. And frankly, we are not in the business of faith or religion. That's not what we do. And how much prayer do you need? How much God do you need? We say under God, we say it. Why do we need to say more? And I will tell you just personally, as a board member, I do not feel welcome to be part of that prayer. And I'm Christian. And I don't feel welcome to go outside and pray with you. So if I'm one of 7 people who are sitting up here who's telling you this is exclusionary, how can we be a part of the school system and then do that to our entire school district? If you're going to bring this policy forward, I would seriously want us to take a look at, are we violating policy if more than 4 people are praying before our meeting? And it's happening every week. I think today was the first time it wasn't 5 of you. But it was still 4. Still 4. But the fact that the 5 of you are doing that, I hope that's enough prayer for you. Everyone who's sitting here still now are professionals. They come to work. They didn't come here to pray with you. If you want to pray with them, take them to church. You want to be evangelical and do that, go for it. But not on my time, not on their time, and not in this community's time. We're not in this business. This is not the time or the place. We're better than that.
Yes, I just wanted to make a statement, and to answer the comment that we're not in the business of praying. I would. So we need to get rid of it in our state houses and in our other municipalities and in our Senate in the United States, who has it every day that they open for a session. They have a chaplain who opens their meetings, and this has been, as a Christian nation, this is what we have done for 250 years. So to be offended at this point because we have immigrants that have come into our country seems a little bit out there for me, because the prayers of the people have always been for people, not against people. I don't understand. And in the interest of transparency, to have us pray in here, it seems like it would be more transparent than to have to meet in the hall.
Okay, everyone's entitled to opinions, and they can be different. And I don't want to make any attacks on any board member. So if you want to respond.
I do want to respond. Not everyone here, we don't track people's faiths or religion because, again, we are not in that business. But I can guarantee you, not everyone who is in this room tonight is Christian. And I respect your faith. I respect it. I also respect the fact that that's how you decide to make your decisions. But telling me that I have to agree with you guys, that I have to do it the way you do it, that's not American. So there are things you can control and things that you can't. You want to pray? You can control that you pray before this meeting. I don't need to participate in that, and I don't think you need to say that, make the entire school district join you in your prayer. And if you do, then you have to be prepared for people to sue us, because they have the right to religious freedom. You want to talk about what's being an American, about being patriotic? That's American.
Okay, I appreciate your passion on this and statements, but we are a board. It's a board decision, not an individual board member decision.